Αγαπητοί τηλεθεατές, καλησπέρα σας. Άλλη μια Παρασκευή μαζί σας και σήμερα θα σας παρουσιάσουμε τις εκδηλώσεις της Ομογένειας. Η ομάδα παραγωγής για μια ακόμα φορά σας υπόσχεται την έγκυρη εβδομαδιαία ενημέρωσή σας. Για τους τηλεθεατές μας από το Ηνωμένο Βασίλειο, να σας υπενθυμίσουμε ότι μπορείτε να παρακολουθείτε το πρόγραμμά μας αλλά και τις υπόλοιπες παραγωγές του Hellenic TV από το Rokubox, που μπορείτε να το προμηθευτείτε από τα γραφεία της UK στο Southgate. Με αυτόν τον τρόπο μπορείτε να βλέπετε το Hellenic TV1 και ολόκληρη την πλατφόρμα του, που περιλαμβάνει 14 ελληνικά κανάλια από Ελλάδα και Κύπρο, νέες κινηματογραφικές παραγωγές, καθώς και να αποφεληθείτε από τις υπόλοιπες υπηρεσίες που προσφέρει UK. Περισσότερες πληροφορίες σχετικά με τον τρόπο με τον οποίο μπορείτε να παρακολουθείτε ολόκληρη την πλατφόρμα του Hellenic TV στις τηλεοράσεις σας θα βρείτε στην ιστοσελίδα www.citauk.com. Και τους τηλεθεατές μας που μας παρακολουθείτε από το εξωτερικό αλλά και διαδικτυακά, μπορείτε να βρείτε πληροφορίες στην ιστοσελίδα μας www.hellenictv.net. Επίσης, μην ξεχνάτε ότι για την προβολή των εκδηλώσεών σας αλλά και για την επιχείρησή σας, επικοινωνήστε μαζί μας στο τηλέφωνο 020 82 92 70 37 ή στην ηλεκτρονική μας διεύθυνση info@hellenictv.net. Στην απόψινή μας εκπομπή θα σας παρουσιάσουμε την διάλεξη του Υπάτου Αρμοστή της Κυπριακής Δημοκρατίας κυρίου Ευρυβιάδη στο University of Stirling με θέμα Cyprus the EU and the Eastern Mediterranean, τη μεγάλη πρωτομαγιάτικη εκδήλωση από το ΑΚΕΛ Βρετανίας, την εκδήλωση με τίτλο Cyprus, Germany 800 Years of History and Culture και τέλος φάσεις και γκολ από τον τελικό κυπέλου του Κόπα μεταξύ των ομάδων Σεντικάγια Σινάρ και Ομόνιας Λονδίνου. Ας περάσουμε στο πρώτο μας θέμα που παρουσιάζει την διάλεξη που έδωσε ο Ύπατος Αρμοστής της Κυπριακής Δημοκρατίας στο University of Stirling, London Academy of Diplomacy. Η ομιλία ήταν μέρος του διπλωματικού φόρουμ που πραγματοποιήθηκε την Πέμπτη 30 Απριλίου. Θέμα της ομιλίας του κύριου Ευρυβιάδη ήταν Cyprus the EU and the Eastern Mediterranean. Την ομιλία του Ύπατου Αρμοστή, έναν από τους κορυφαίους της διπλωματίας, την παρακολούθησαν πολλοί διπλωμάτες αλλά και φοιτητές. Ας παρακολουθήσουμε την παρουσίαση του κύριου ομιλητή από ένα μέλος του φόρουμ και στη συνέχεια απόσπασμα της ομιλίας του Ύπατου Αρμοστή Ευρυβιάδη.
Friends, colleagues, it is my pleasure first of all to welcome you to the London Academy of I do apologize for my voice, but I've lost my voice. I would wish to welcome you to the London Academy of Diplomacy. Thank you for making it today. This is our special edition of the Diplomatic Forum. I am extremely happy to have here with us His Excellency Eurypides Evrivadis, I hope I said it properly, who comes from a sister island, if I may say, our sister island. I come also from another island, but we've always considered our friends from Cyprus as really any meeting that the EU organizes, normally you'll find the Cypriots next to the Maltese, or the Maltese next to the Cypriots. Because we share tradition, we share history, we share also the Mare Nostrum. The Italians say, the Latins say Mare Nostrum, the Italians have used that word, but it's also our sea. So I'm extremely pleased to have a very, very knowledgeable person who is here with us today. We organize the Diplomatic Forum every Tuesday, as you know, but this is a special edition of this forum. Why? Because we wanted to concentrate as well on one of the big issues which is everybody is speaking about, which is the Mediterranean. And I hope that today we'll be speaking about Cyprus, we'll be speaking about the EU, but we'll also be speaking about the Eastern Mediterranean, which is close to our heart. Now, before I start, I would like to introduce to you many of you, we have ambassadors here, high commissioners, but many of you know the high commissioner. I would like the rest of us who do not perhaps know so much about him to know more about him before he actually gives the lecture. So if you would permit me, I would like to say something about that. The High Commissioner has taken up his post on the 4th of November 2013. Before assuming this post, he was the Deputy Permanent Secretary and the political director of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Cyprus. He has served as Ambassador Permanent Representative to the Council of Europe, chaired as Rapporteur on External Relations, He was also the political director of the ministry and also having concurrent accreditation to the state of Kuwait pro tem from Nicosia. The High Commissioner was also Ambassador to the United States of America and non-resident High Commissioner to Canada, serving as well as permanent representative to the International Civil Aviation Organization, the permanent observer to the OAS, which is one of the partners of the London Academy of Diplomacy. He has also served as ambassador to the Netherlands, to Israel. Earlier in his career, he had positions at the Cypriot embassies in Germany, in Bonn, in Moscow, then USSR and Russia, and also we have here some our friends from Libya, in Tripoli. He started his diplomatic career in 1976 at the Cyprus consulate in General New York as vice consul, and worked his way up, I must say. He has published articles on the subject of maritime and the law of the sea, as well as on the Cyprus question, on security issues of the Eastern Mediterranean, and also on diplomacy. On the 15th of January 2016, he has received in Washington, D.C., the King Legacy Award for International Service, bestowed upon him by the Committee on the International Salute to the Life and Legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. He was honored in The Hague as the Ambassador of the Year. Also, other decorations include the Great Commander of the Order of the Orthodox Knights of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, and the Order of Merit of the Federal Republic of Germany in 1989. The High Commissioner holds a master's degree in public administration from the John F. Kennedy School of Government, Harvard University, which he attended as a Fulbright fellow. He graduated cum laude in 1976 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration from the University of New Hampshire. He was born in Larnaca, Cyprus on the 6th of August, 1954. He is married to Anastasia, an attorney at law. He has also an avid interest in the arts, especially music, as well as antiquities, cartography, and motorcycling. And I would like to end that he is also the recipient of the recent award of the EU Diplomat of the Year for Europe in London, voted by his peers and the diplomatic community at large in the UK. This is his latest accolade. Allow me to add one other word. He has always, from the time that I've known him, to be a great supporter of continuous professional development and education, which is one of the things that we do here at the London Academy of Diplomacy. So I, like many of you in this room, look forward to hearing his views as a matter not only of interest, but also of education, which I think is extremely important. He has been, I will not use the word High Commissioner, a great ambassador, one of the great ambassadors of the EU here in London, in my opinion. And I feel, no, and I wanted to give I wanted to do this speech myself, by the way, because not Charles who today, because I feel that your devotion to the world of diplomacy, as many of your colleagues here, has been extremely important. And here, as you are aware, we have a number of students, candidates, some of them diplomats, who should learn from this professional eater. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Joseph. And I would like to, before beginning, to pay tribute to my colleagues in the diplomatic community, because I feel a little bit awkward of what you said about Diplomat of the Year, because we're not in a competition of any sorts. We are all equal. All of us are very, very professional. Some things happen because they happened, but we have excellent colleagues, excellent collective experience. I would like to pay tribute to my colleagues from Lithuania, Luxembourg, Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, the ambassadors, former ambassador of Yemen, and all the colleagues that are here. Very nice of you to come. I feel enriched by your presence. Thank you very much for coming, because the most important thing that we have is, of course, our family, our health, but also our time. So when colleagues and friends and each one of you here that comes to spend time to listen to somebody like me is doubly appreciated because you're giving me part of your time. So I hope it's going to be worthwhile. I want to thank you, Professor. I want to thank you, Joseph, and all the stakeholders, Barry, Deborah, for making this event possible. The LAD is close to my heart, the London Academy of Diplomacy, because if it did not exist, we would have had to invent it. Because it's really taking diplomacy in a new level, in the sense that it is no longer practiced by just diplomats, but many, many actors. Diplomacy has diffused itself. It was Sir Henry Wotton in the 17th century that said that a diplomat, an ambassador, is an honest man sent abroad to lie for the good of his country. Now, but the same Sir Wotton also said, speak the truth. And by speaking the truth, so puzzle your adversaries. So I'm here to speak the truth, and I'm here to be interrogated by you. So after my presentation, please feel free to grill me, feel free to ask any question that you care, that comes to your mind on the topic that, I'm going to be touching upon, or anything else for that matter, with pleasure, because there's students, there's everybody else, whatever you want to talk. The topic that I have chosen is Cyprus, the EU, and the Eastern Mediterranean. Admittedly, it's a tall order. It is a tall order because for every single topic, Cyprus, EU, and the Eastern Mediterranean, on every single topic there or a dossier, one can have a talk about it. But in an interdependent world, in a world where it is entwined, where one event is linked on something else, what I'm going to try to do, and I hope I'm going to be able to do it in the time allotted, is to try to connect the dots. Try to connect the dots, and in order to put the whole thing into perspective. So it is Cyprus, the EU, the Eastern Mediterranean, just a punchline, a sales pitch. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. But there is also a hashtag for the event, so feel free to use that as well. Okay, please. Now, Cyprus, this is part of my collection. This is an old original map of Cyprus of 1647 by Blau, and it shows Cyprus as one, of course, country for all the people, undivided, no dividing lines. Here is Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, who could have been born any place on earth. Yeah, she decided to be born in Cyprus for a reason. Okay, no, please go back. These are the swans. These are lovebirds right there. Aphrodite cubic, and Aphrodite is being pulled by the swans to be born in Paphos, where she rose from the waves. Please. There is a statue of her. It's nice of you to meet her, which was founded in Cyprus, of course. And there is also, anybody that is interested, there is hashtag Defining Beauty at the British Museum, where she's there as well, so you can meet her, and she's wonderful and she's very, very beautiful. Please. Here's her birthplace. Some of the beaches, some of the mountains, religion, Greek Orthodox Church, Teke Sultan, a mosque, and archaeology. I start with these as a sales pitch to begin with, to whet your appetite, because I want you to visit Cyprus, but also to tell you that having been here for a year and a half, when I come across people that know Cyprus, basically they have either fixed ideas of what a country is. We all do when we talk about a country. In the case of Cyprus, it is culture, it is archaeology. Please go, to front, here, okay. In the case of Cyprus, there is an idefix, there is an idea that Cyprus is about culture, archaeology, tourism, or a problem. Okay? Now I'm here to give you another narrative. I'm here to convince you, I'm here to tell you that it's part of the solution and not part of the problem. Cyprus is not just that. It is a member of the United Nations, the Commonwealth, the Council of Europe, the European Union. when we talk about Cyprus, because very often I'm asked, which part of Cyprus are you from? Are you the Republic? Are you Greek Cyprus? Are you Turkish Cyprus? Are you South Cyprus? Are you North? Well, terminology is important. No Greek Cyprus, no Turkish Cyprus, no North, no South. Cyprus does not belong to either Greece or Turkey. It is an independent country and it belongs only to its people, irrespective of their ethnic background, be they Turkish Cypriots, Greek Cypriots, Armenians, Maronites, or Latins. The self-declared Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus has been repeatedly condemned by the United Nations, but Cyprus plays an important role and aspires to take it to the next level in furthering the values and ideals of the European Union in the strategic corner of the Eastern Mediterranean. It has excellent relations with all countries in the region, except, regrettably, one, and we are really looking to the day where this will not be so, and I will be explaining why. Next, please. In terms of foreign policy, it is based, of course, on UN principles of the UN Charter. It is based on the EU, because the moment the Foreign Affairs Council, the moment the European Council decides on an issue, e.g. Ukraine, e.g. Middle East, e.g. Yemen, then automatically it becomes part of our own foreign policy by virtue of the membership. So its foreign policy is UN-oriented, UN principles, EU principles and values, but believes in a rules-based international legal system. Why? Because that system, objectively and effectively administered, it is to safeguard its own rights as a small country. Because big countries are big countries. But being a big country, obviously, whoever big country it is, doesn't give you the license to violate international law with impunity. So, rule of law, cooperation, understanding, tolerance, dialogue with all the neighbors is the bedrock of interstate relations, peace, stability, economic development, and in solving disputes. A credible, predictable, and reliable partner of the West that is a security producer, despite its size, plays important role in promoting security and stability in its volatile immediate neighborhoods. But we also aspire to be a pillar for the implementation of the EU's energy policy and planning by making the Eastern Mediterranean a reliable source, another corridor, the fourth corridor, for energy to the European Union and in order for security of, energy security of Europe. Next, please. This is of course, the geography. Cyprus, Lebanon, Jordan, Syria, Israel, Egypt. Frightfully simple. Geography is destiny. I can deny my family, I can deny anything. My friends, I cannot deny my geography. It is there. I cannot take Cyprus and pull it next to Luxembourg, as beautiful that would have been, because my history would have been different. I am stuck there. So, and with all these countries in the region. No island is an island. Despite the fact that we are an island, no island is an island because we live in an interconnected, entwined world. It's a global village. An attack of terrorism in Indonesia, Bali attack, affects us here in London. This is what we have to understand. Okay? Despite this small size and limited military capabilities, Cyprus's geographical position gives it another dimension. And this is what I'm trying to talk to you. It is at the crossroads of the continents, Europe, Asia, Africa, an interconnecting bridge. This is our flight information region. Here it is, right here. Okay? There is Jordan, Tel Aviv, Cairo here. But, so you get a sense that the country is small, of course it is. At the same time, when it comes to the flight information region, when it comes to exclusive economic zones and maritimes, islands, because we do have a lot of islands in the Commonwealth, are no longer so small. Are no longer so small. I mean, they're small, of course, you cannot, we're not oblivious to reality. Many islands in the Commonwealth. But when you put it all together, then with green economy and development and hydrocarbons and energy, so it's not so small. And you see what's happening in Asia, about fighting about islands. Why? It's not just a rock. There's a lot more to it. Please. Now, Cyprus and the European Union. For centuries, Cyprus's geographical strategic location was, politically speaking, more of a curse than a blessing. It was a blessing in terms of archaeology, a blessing in terms of the fusion of the many conquerors that came to Cyprus, but politically it's more of a curse than a blessing. But of course the challenge is to change that to an opportunity.
Εδώ να σας αναφέρουμε ότι ολόκληρη την ομιλία του κύριου Ευρυβιάδη θα την παρακολουθήσετε προσεχώς στην εκπομπή με το φακό του Hellenic TV.